Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the markets. November 19th, the Wednesday. Yes. I'm going to review the 0-day options today on SPY. I took small account challenge underway. Today was big range grind. Very tricky, very trappy. For any day you do well day trading this strategy, market maker definitely, they have their day also, and this is their day. For sure you can make money, different strategies, but this was pretty gnarly because it was basically a chop in a large range with 1 point candles, so very trappy. I don't even know if we gapped much. I don't think so. Maybe a little gap down, but started the morning just with a grind up. I didn't trade anywhere in here. I was trying to find the bullish controlled selling. I had landed on this gold right here, which I think was correct. And then I had this purple for buying, and then this more accurate red. I considered jumping in on one of these. It was just such a tight little range. This would have been for a scalp, which is fine. And of course, in hindsight now, it's like, yeah, I should have. There's like 4 points right there. The range stays over 10 points, I think, which is wild because we literally went nowhere. So it grinded all the way up to 5-day moving average, which is this gold one right here. But when it was here, this is where 5-day was. So this was like a perfect test of 5-day and a rejection. I don't think I entered any trades. And then up here, I was trying to get a call credit spread on the Webull account. So I have two small accounts. The Webull's a margin, so I'm able to do spreads, and then my E-Trade's just a cash account. So just naked options. And I tried to do a call credit spread here. It didn't quite get to my spot that I wanted to open it. I had a limit order. It didn't fill. I was hoping to retest this gold up here or 5-day, which was like here, and it would have filled if it did. It never did. It just hit that top and then just grinded down. It would have been such a nice setup for a call credit spread. And I did a spread. IV's high. The range is large, and based on this grind without any kind of structure to the downside, I was like, today looks super grindy, and I'd rather just have a position open that's just slowly decaying in value where I'm selling it and not having to stress over all this liquidity being built. So it would have been a really nice setup. I had it for 3 or 4, I can't remember. I don't know where I would have started closing them, honestly. I maybe closed one at VWAP. I never got open, so I'm just kind of speculating here. I don't know. Maybe would have closed another one once it broke this white, which was right here. And then probably close another one. Oh, maybe low a day. Yeah, it would have been nice. It would have been almost at least 60%, 70% profit on it. Let's see what we did on the small. These days are very tricky to trade. On the 30-minute, here's Eric's 30-minute chart, SPY day trading on YouTube. Got a link for his Discord in the description. Let's see, where do we even open? Right here. Yeah, so we're wedged between this orange and this orange. Yeah, it's there's a lot of, it's just like we've come down so aggressively, and now we're just building liquidity in such a large range. And sometimes you can get great setups for that, but I just wasn't seeing it today. Yeah, they're there. It's just not favorable for what I'm doing or for my level. 1127 was my first trade on the small account. That was one put at 1127. 660 strike. I'm still on delayed data now on E-Trade. It's not a big deal. It's actually kind of good because it makes me always check my strike, whereas before I'd maybe just get 1 or 2 out of the money, but now I actually am checking because I have a kind of a profit target in mind and a spot I'm trying to get to, and I'm kind of getting that strike. So anyways, let's see, it's $1.50. Yeah, IV's insane. It's like 30-something%, and these are expensive. 1127, I was out of it in the same minute, so quick one. Yeah, I mean, you had a little structure here and there. It started to taper down here then with gold. I had white, green, and then this gold, which I don't know if gold was actually legitimate. Let's see. Hadn't completed the inverse cup. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember. So I'm looking for white to build liquidity. Built it here, broke it, retested it. Looks all good, and then it breaks above it. So I'm like, all right, it's selling in a less aggressive. So breaks white again. I'm looking for the inverse cup to close here. So on this retest right here, yeah, on this retest right here on the white, I opened it, or maybe it was even on this one, and then I closed it here. Yeah, it's a big range. I mean, each of these can't 66153, 66222. That's almost a point right there, just like in this grind. So this sucks. Oh wait, no. Even worse than that. I opened two. Those are both buys. Okay, two different times on that candle that I opened. I opened here and I think I opened again there. Yeah, for that retest. And it did wick, and I was like, oh yeah, here we go. So I averaged into it. 150 and then 147 were my buys, and then I sold them both at 133. So right off the bat, first loss was almost halfway to max loss. And I'm done on the day. Closed it out on this candle, 1128. So that was my stop, the white. I was looking at horizontal levels, and honestly I was like, this is already grabbing that, so I'm just gonna get out of it, unfortunately. It did work. It wasn't a nice trade. Like, the selling that pursued was ugly. Yeah, got out of it there, and that was a bad loss. 104, I was into a put, so did all this stuff. It's just very tricky. Yeah, head and shoulders. I grabbed the shoulder and then no continuation, just grinded. And then just fell off. I mean, of course there's setups here. Like, it broke the white and that's retesting it, but you can't just get puts here. And I mean, I guess you can, but by the time it's here, you're going to be down 50% on it. Like, futures or spreads, maybe, but yeah. That's why the credit spread that I missed this morning, I was like, oh man, that would have been so perfect for today. And then even on this inverse head and shoulders, just a grind back up. What was the next one? 104. Then for a put. Yeah. So once it completed this inverse cup, came up, I was kind of thinking of a retest, but actually I guess I didn't get in there, which is probably good. Fully blew through the retest. And I'm like, oh, inverse head and shoulder, but we have still completed the inverse cup. And on the 30-minute, I was all thrown off. Because that's right here. That's this. So I'm like, all right, we've got gold. This candle's all the way down here. I'm like, all right, it broke it on that move. So I'm waiting for it to come up and retest. Right? And that's where I'm trying to get my entry. Sorry, my headphones hit the mess. So that's right here. And it comes up and then just busts back through and ended up just wicking on the 30-minute. So yeah, anyways, 104 to 111 right here. All right, so resistance for orange. Again, I'm still play the inverse cup. It did end up wicking down there, so I'm like, I don't really know if it's gonna go down now or not because it's wicked. This is a resistance basically. So it did end up working out for a little bit, but then it just started climbing back up. And I closed it out at 111. That was 74 cents to 68 cents. Held it all the way. Yeah, I mean, I gave that thing every chance I could have. Closed it there. I want to break a white. And then 139 in a call for $1.24. 39. Yeah, another retest. Gosh, man. It's like trying to trade in the wedge today. If my channels were lined up, would have been fine. Trying to trade the breakouts weren't fine. So okay, trading the wedge, but my channels are just off a little bit. And you'll see what I'm saying here in a minute. Yeah, so broke the gold, completed this cup, right? Here's this cup, completed the cup, broke this gold. So I'm looking for that retest on the gold. The flip from resistance to support. That was the thinking on that one right there. Let's see, it's 139. Yeah, it was on this candle. Open the call there, close it at 141 on this candle. Yep. So I don't know. I wasn't looking at their charts. I know off a little bit. I don't know. Just doesn't always work out. It's buying or selling in a larger range that I'm not seeing potentially. I mean, it's still in a wedge, so it's just, that's kind of the nature of it, I guess, trying to trade in the wedge, which is a huge one. And then 233, I got a put for $1.18. Yeah, same deal. Breaking this last white and a retest. And I'm in it here. And then and it already retested, and then I'm seeing, I'm like, I'm gonna glance over at Emperors and see what's going on with his. And then 234, I close it out. And when I looked at Emperors, see how mine had just broken the white and retested. On Emperors, well, it actually broke his too, but it was just bouncing on his support. I was just a little bit off of his, which is all the difference from it breaking out and retesting or it just bouncing on support. That being said, it did end up breaking his, but didn't have any kind of continuation of the downside. And then you have your zoomy trade here, your retracement, which that's all there was today. But if your wedge lines are off, it's just sketch. So he says he caught this one. Yeah, I mean, I saw that one. I guess it's just, that's like right here. That's where it's breaking back into gold and the selling increases. So does the volume. That steeper green. Yeah, so this one was a stop, and then I just kind of let the rest of the day go. I was at max loss. I was actually, I think, at max loss the trade before that, or I was really close, and I was like, this one, I was like finally waiting for a breakout move. Broke out, and then it was just false. So then I was over max loss, and I was done for that account. I did trade once on the big account and just got smoked. I think I only did one trade on it. Maybe I did two. Let's see. Yeah, just one big fat failure. Bought two, averaged into it, and then sold them all. 337, 339, and 340. These are calls. Yeah, on the breakout. And it failed. So same deal. Like came down here, wicked. Like, all right, maybe that means it's support. And then came up here, right here, and it's closing above magenta. So I'm bullish, and then end of day it's pretty erratic and go wherever it wants, I guess. You can find safety or whatever it wants to do. So one little trade there. Yeah, it sucks. I'm sick of being red. I don't know. I think the max loss thing is very good for my small account now that I have more capital in it. It's not like $200. But then on a day like today, I could easily just blow the account up. And since I did have a max loss of I think $50, sorry, that's where I'm at. So I went over it at 69. Just because, yeah, like I said, I was close to the max loss and I did one more trade and it just sent me over. So here are the trades. Not a whole lot. Average in, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them are red. Some of them are green momentarily, but it's not like it was a reason to take it. Just big range, high IV, and a grind. Wow, and I completed the cup after hours. Look at that. So, tricky. Yep, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Mystics round. Peace out.